the game, cause see the boxing voice.
Welcome back, gang, for the first time and hopefully many more to come. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click on the notifications right here, this little bell, so you can get those emails every time we go live. Peace.
ThaBoxingvoice.com. I'm here with none other than Grasshopper, one of the most respected trainers in Philadelphia, East Coast, period. How you feel today, Grass?
I'm good, and yourself?
Okay, I'm great, man. I'm blessed. All right, well, I want to get your take on a fight, man. Danny Garcia, Sean Porter.
Good fight, good fight. 50-50 fight. All depends on who imposes their will during that fight. If Danny can catch Sean come in, because he's going to bring it. I mean, but Danny has good timing and he can punch. So to me, it's a 50-50. At first, I had Sean, like when I thought about it, but 50-50. I can't go against Danny. 50-50.
Okay, well, what do you think about Sean Porter fighting at a much heavier weight in the amateurs than Danny did? And you know, Danny has some great opposition as far as welterweight. Well, he fought Lamont Peterson, I believe, at a catchweight, and he also fought, Keith Thurman. But is this guy just too big for Danny Garcia?
That's one of the intangibles I thought about, the physicality. Mm-hmm. But Danny's a lot thicker than people think. Okay. Like if you watch Danny in the gym and see Danny in the gym, Danny's back is like a middle linebacker. Okay. Like Danny, I believe Danny gonna have trouble making 47 soon. Like he's a huge 47.
So you think that maybe Danny was held back, a lot longer than he probably had to stay back as far as staying at 140? You feel like he could have already made 147 a long time ago?
Yeah, I believe he was at 47 a long time ago.
Okay. Well, what do you say to people that say that Sean Porter doesn't really have a style, and that people say fights more like a football player? And
that's his style. How can you say he doesn't have a style? That's his style. Rough house, ready to go. And Sean surprisingly could box a little bit.
Okay. What fight do you think displays Sean Porter's boxing ability more so than any other fight?
Well, really, Sean boxes in spurts.
Okay.
Like he boxes in a bunch of his fights, but he'll brawl, then he'll box, he'll brawl, then he'll box. It's like you can't really get a good timing on what Sean gonna do. 1 minute he's dancing around, jabbing, the next minute he's bringing it. I mean, but Danny, I believe he's gonna have to bring it all fight long, and that might be the problem because we all know Danny Garcia can punch.
Okay. Now, Danny, some have criticized Danny and has said maybe his footwork isn't the best. Coming into a fight with somebody who moves his feet a lot.
Yeah.
Do you think that people have been too hard on Danny's boxing ability, being as though, everyone knows what type of boxer he was in the amateurs? Do you think that people are maybe too overcritical of Danny?
Yes, I believe that, for sure. Danny's a wonderful talent, good fighter, and everybody has flaws. Everybody has gifts from the Creator as far as boxing. Everybody has different talent, and to be critical of somebody, there's no book to boxing. There's no right or wrong to boxing. You get the job done. And thus far in his career, Danny has got the job done.
Okay. Some see Sean Porter outworking Danny, and then I talk to some people and they see that this fight ending in, TKO by Danny Garcia. How do you see the fight ending?
I can see both scenarios.
Okay.
I can see both scenarios. Like I say, at first, when the first fight was first made, I thought the style with Sean Porter would present Danny with trouble, and I still believe it might. But the same thing I'm thinking about, that's going to give Danny trouble, might work in Danny's favor with Sean rushing in, because Danny has great timing. We seen it in the American fight. One punch, wow, it's over. You can never count Danny out. You can never say, well, with any of the welterweights, they say Spence, you can't count Danny out with none of them. All of them, Crawford, Spence, Thurman, any of them, all of them 50-50. The top 5 welterweights in the world, I think you have to put you could just draw a line between them. There's that much room between them. We've seen the Porter Thurman fight. We seen the Danny Thurman fight. Both the fights was close. I'm talking about, and I'm pretty sure this Sean Porter and Danny Garcia fight gonna be close. And I'm going with Danny because I'm a Philadelphia man. Not just that, I'm a Philadelphia man. I think Danny has a chance to catch Sean, but Sean winning is not going to be a surprise. Danny winning is not going to be a surprise. I think it's going to be one of the great fights of this year, or maybe one of the great fights in welterweight history.
Danny Garcia. If Danny Garcia wins this fight in spectacular fashion, will he be known as one of the best welterweights ever? Is this the part where they give him the credit that everyone feels he deserves?
If Danny wins this fight, they will give him credit, but it's always going to be something else. Now they're going to talk about Earl. After Earl, they're going to talk about somebody else. And boxing, you never finish. It's never done. Just like with Mayweather, you know, they was very critical of Mayweather, talking about he never fought anybody. But look at his resume. He fought over 20-something world champions. The public is never satisfied. And as a fighter, it's your job to satisfy them, which is hard to do, but it's the job. That's what keeps us getting paid.
Okay.
You know, the public being critical, you know, bringing on the next opponent. Like, that's boxing.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Grasshopper, ThaBoxingvoice.com. I'm Jay Goodman. Thanks for clicking on.
What is up, TBV family? Yes, YouTube has been cutting funding to their channels as of late, and with net neutrality going through its process, the internet is changing. If you want to keep your favorite channel intact, coming up with tons of content, and plus get hours and hours of extra content, head over to patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice to become a member of the TBV family and help support the channel. Peace.